Hello, and welcome to video 3 of 3 of me unboxing a honking great big box of art supplies, i.e. the Jazza's Ultimate Creativity Collection, which yes, I bought the whole thing because you get the discount in association with Smart Art, and in this case the Army Painter, who I believe is another YouTuber. There's stuff on the back here. Premium creativity supplies personally submitted by Jazza of youtube.com Jazza in collaboration with Smart Art Box as the Ultimate Creativity Collection. Hang on. Oh yeah, that was on the back of all of them. I just didn't see. So this one, this is the one that if I hadn't have gotten as the big box set, the whole creative thing, is the one I may not have worried about too much. Not because it's not kind of cool, but this is the one that's like, I've kind of got the weirdest relationship. Miniatures, like as in like, you know, your 40k type stuff, is something that has always intrigued me as an art form. Like, you know, you see people build the models and then paint them up and they look amazing. But then I don't play those games that tend to use them. So it's like, so what would I get out of them apart from like hopefully a very cool piece of artwork? And there is, maybe that's enough. And I do know from having seen Jazz's videos, although trying to avoid spoilers, but this box itself contains an actual model for me to like work on and do my own thing with. I mean, I'll try and follow the guide, make it look nice, but you know, there's a big model in here. I don't know if there's small models in here. There might be, so get some practice first. So yeah, beyond that, I'm assuming paints and paintbrushes to best do the miniatures. But yeah, it's miniatures, and ironically, it's the biggest box. So let's crack her open and see what we have. Again, if you are watching this either in a couple of weeks or Friday, depending on when I decide to upload, I might, you know what, thinking about it, given the fact they are about half, the first two videos about half an hour, and this one probably going to be about the same. I think I'll order them once a week. So I'm not sure what the date will be when you are watching this. But if you've watched the previous ones and wondering why I'm wearing the same pajamas the whole time, it's because I'm recording them all on the same day and I'm not swapping stuff around. This is me. This is who I am. This is why you watch this channel, because me. And if you're coming from Jazz's channel or recommendation, first of all, thanks Jazza, I really appreciate the thumbs up. But also, hi, welcome. Feel free to stick around. I do a lot of other unboxing stuff and reviews, and hopefully my friend Adam and I will be doing more cinema reviews very, very soon, if we haven't already started by the time you're watching this video. So yeah, let's slide her open and see what we have. Okay, so everything's got bubble wrap on it. Again, to whoever was the person that specifically wrapped my box, thank you. Oh, put the bubble wrap back in the other one. 1 second. Gotta keep it nice. Trying to keep it nice. This is the first time I've done an unboxing where I've kept, basically shoved everything back into the boxes, because I don't really have anywhere else to store them right now. I've got somewhere I can put them, but the flat's in a mess, because we are supposed to be getting a new cooker. We were supposed to be getting a new cooker last week. Last week from when I'm recording, about a month ago from when you're seeing this. Essentially, the old one went. It's still going. It's like chugging along. But we decided it's gone. It's 10 years old. It's done its service. It's done as well. Need a new one. Fine, we'll get a new one. Went to order it. Fine, no problem there. They came and delivered it on the day they said they would deliver it. Fine, no problem there. And then the traffic warden was like, "You can't put it there," and it was a whole thing. So yeah, next week. But obviously we pulled the flat apart to get things in because the hallway was being crowded otherwise, and we were just like, it's easier to live with the chaos for a couple of weeks than to pull it apart and put it back in. It's like, oh. So yeah, that's what we did. So firstly we have the cheat sheet, and we also have a coupon code. Don't let the fun stop here. Try a new art supply every month for the Smart Art Box with a coupon code. 20% off your first order. Now, I mentioned previously in the first video that if you are a Smart Art customer, either for one-offs like this, or you choose to subscribe. Now, the main reason I haven't chosen to subscribe is because they are an American-based company, and I pay the subscription fee and then the shipping, and it's like, is it worth it for me long term? But because I bought this box, I actually have enough points to buy a box, like, you know, get a back order box. I just haven't done that yet. So yeah, this is cool. This is big box of stuff. So let me see what we have here. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I've seen this. Stay Wet Handy palette. This is perfect size for those small projects or in the classroom. Let me just pop it out the thing and try to explain. So if you use acrylics, I think it is specific for acrylics as well, which I do use. Acrylics are great, but they dry and go hard. And unlike watercolor, and I don't know, I haven't used gouache that much, and I'm kind of intimidated by oils. But obviously with watercolor, you can just reactivate it with water. But no, this is, and I know I can't remember if it was Jazza himself or another artist, but I have seen someone test this. So you put all your colour, you put your palette out, you've got your sponges, you've got your different sheets of paper. I think you get that damp, you put your piece of paper, you put your colours in, and then you do what you're doing, you finish your project for the day, you clip this closed, put it, obviously I'm guessing store it flat because of convenience, and then come back the next day, day after that, whenever you can next come back, and your paint should still be nice and juicy. I'm looking forward to experimenting with this and trying it, but yeah, that's basically how it works as far as I understand. There are instructions, so I will be able to double check that. But yeah, no, this is cool. Like, outside of everything else that's in here and making the projects and stuff, I can see this being useful just in general, because like I have done, I like acrylics, I've done acrylic paints before. That guitar, I painted that. That is acrylic on canvas, so yeah. These aren't cheap. So awesome, thanks for that. Mini palette, not much to say, always useful. Wood glue, which, yes, for gluing things. Also, I think it can, I think it could also work as a filler. So like if you've got a gap in something, you can put it in like a PVA glue and it'll fill up the gap. You can paint over. Oh, it's tinted. So I'm guessing it might dry brown. But again, if you're doing it on a model to then cover it up with paint, not a problem. So yeah, wood glue. Fast drying, super strong. Sandable, stainable, paintable. Cool. So yeah, wood glue, multitude of uses. We have, oh nice, sprue cutter for obviously cutting these things. But yeah, these clippers, I've actually where I was working at the the circuit board place, we had things similar to this to do trimming and cutting and stuff of the various wires and stuff. If I have one criticism, and this isn't against Jazza or the Smart Art people, but more a criticism against Excel, maybe put a cap on this so when it's not in use, it's not, open and pointy. Because the one I have, it's not quite this design. This is a lot more flat on one side. The one I've got is more up the top. But yeah, little safety cap just for when it's closed. Other than that, yeah, no, that's useful. That's gonna be handy. And then on the back, it's just got different types of tools you can have. So yeah, mostly for your clipping and trimming, useful, but needs a safety cap. Next we have X-Acto knife. Exactly. Quick change blades. I think, yeah, these are all the same blade. Again, I mentioned in my previous video with the tool that came with that, but I had something very similar to that already, and that did come with a set of, you know, shaping tools and blades. So again, never hurts to have extra spares. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this one in there because I'm not sure. Oh, this one has got a safety cap. We'll leave it in there for now, just a thing. Loctite, super glue. Fair enough. I've just had a text from my supervisor, so I'll have to look at that later. Let me just move the bubble out of the way so it's less distracting. Super glue. Can't go wrong with super glue. Always useful. I still have like a bottle of it somewhere, so yeah, super glue. Okay, next we have Puppets Wars Jazza Strikers. Puppets Wars EU commissioned for war games. Oh, I can't read it properly because it's half faded out, but yeah, basically it's designed to you know, you can use it with your other, compatible with most systems. So we have assembly instructions, fairly basic, and again, this is why you need sprue cutters and glue. We have the voucher for them, the information thing, and more instructions on the back. Nicely bubble wrapped. I'm not going to take them out of their bags, but we'll have a quick look. Look at those wings! Look how pretty! And then we've got some body parts, like main body parts, and then we've got some bases, little screw threads, and then various other tools and details. And yeah, forgive me for not taking everything out of the box, but as you can see, there's quite a lot in there, and if I take them out their individual baggies, then there'll be chaos for days. So and I don't think they're necessarily chaos. They could be Marines for all I know. But there you go. So there you go. That is that. So yes, there are miniatures, like minis. Okay, that is basically dead now. Hello. There are smaller projects to practice and work on in order to like build up confidence for the big projects. Next we have, yes, okay, so I'll show you this next, and this is the bigger project. Brought to life by Puppets Wear, again EU. Okay, so this has a story. It's like he's mourning the loss of his friends, companions, and she's like the spirit of the angel spirit of mourning, or like she's like watching over him as he's grieving. So that's the story behind that. The Apocalypse Ghost, there you go, I knew she had a name. Again, leaflet with information. That was the nice bit of sponge to keep it all nice. I'm not going to tip it too far, but as you can see, all the parts in the nice foam. So I think this is the base. So that gives you an idea of the size. So not too huge. I don't know why I got it in my head that it was like a big thing, because obviously it is miniatures, but it's bigger comparative to like an individual miniature. So yeah, work up, practice on those, and then build up to that. Is this her face? I'm not sure, but yeah, we've got various body parts. I'm not going to take them all out because I don't make a mess and lose things. But yeah, again, very nicely presented, all very safely done, and a pretty box. So let's put you away before things get lost. Pop that in, pop that in. So that's that. So yeah, we got small figures, big project, and then in order to execute that, we have the Army Painter Jazza Collection, 3 brushes, 12 paints, basing set, tools, and more. So let's pop this one open and see what we have in here. Before we do that, we're going to have a quick look at this. Oh, Milliput, which is, I think, is just like a clay thing that you pop in and like if you need to fix areas. Some uses of Milliput: model making, sculpting, boat repair, car repairs, temporary repairs for car, petrol tanks, batteries, radiator exhaust, dry plumbing, and household repairs. Instructions: make equal quantities of 2 sticks by rolling and kneading for at least 5 minutes until the colour is uniform and free from streaks. Milliput becomes rock hard in 3 to 4 hours at normal room temperature, stored in cool, dry conditions. Further instructions and product information can be found on our website, milliput.com. So yeah, Milliput for other sculpting and poking, and will set underwater, heat resistant at 130 degrees C. Wow. Need it in this summer. So yeah, Milliput for all your various household usage. Knife. Alrighty. So again, I apologise if you can hear people outside, but it's hot and I'm not closing the windows. Okay, so you over there. You a slidey or a lifty? Which way do you go? I think you go this way, don't you? Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on, we take, we'll just bound it. Ah, there we go. Slide. Oh, okay. So slidey out, slidey out. Alright, so. Wargamers, Wargamers Army Painting Guide. Feel free to take one. So I guess this is like in their shops. And let's have a quick. So step 1, spray. Step 2, paint. Step 3, dip. Step 4, done. So that's the quick guide. I don't have an airbrush, so I might have to improvise. But yeah, okay. So we've got, you know, your first steps, stuff about painting and tones and colours. Choosing colour primers and war paints. That looks cool. That looks very cool. A whole host of things. We actually have a Warhammer store down by thing, so it's not exactly the same branding, but I'm guessing they're going to be compatible with each other. Or if not, I'm sure there's a website. But this is good. I mean, I'm not sort of going through it too deeply, but you can see how much detail and stuff we put in here to help you learn stuff. I like it. I like, not only is it giving us all the tools, but it's also giving us a start guide, giving us the instructions. And again, like I said, I think this is fairly standard for their shop, because it's like I said, please take one. So it's not like exclusive to this box, but the fact it's included in this box is a good touch, is a nice thing. So in this level we have paints of various colours. So the Army Painter War Paints, crystal blue. I'm not sure what type of paint this is. Is it an acrylic or doesn't say. Shake well. Yeah, it's an acrylic, which again makes sense why we have the acrylic tray. Okay, so I'm not going to take them all out individually, but as you can see, we've got green, blue, red, white and yellow, and then we've got various earth tones. Let's have a look. Barbarian flesh, fur brown, oak brown, matte black, and brush on primer. So that's like a special effect one. So what, do these have funny names or are they just names? Goblin green, crystal blue, dragon red, demonic yellow, and matte white. So there you go. That's the colours. We have a few more bits and pieces in here. Oh, cool. Okay, so oh, it's stapled. Hang on. Oh. Right, so we have more of the colours. So we have a varnish, obviously very useful. We have greedy gold. We have strong tone. Oh, it's a wash. Yep. And we have plate mail metal. So a nice metallic there. We also have various types of grass, wood chipping, stone wood effect, earth effect, and little tufts of grass. So again, for the model making, and I think for detailing on this. We also have this white powder, which I'm assuming is not actually cocaine. It feels quite grainy. Again, I'm guessing this is like some kind of detailing stuff. Like I said, I've only sort of looked into model making so much as make a plastic model, paint it, but all this extra stuff with extra detailing, that's a whole new level for me. We have a tray brush, Wargamer Konopsky Master Class, pointy. That is probably one of the finest paintbrushes I have. But you can see, like, oh, this is so, it just feels so right. The nice triangle shape. This feels just really nice to hold. Product code. So if you're interested, that's the product code. And then that's who it's by. So we pop that back on there. We also have, oh cool, tweezers. Always useful. Can't not have tweezers. And then again, a little bit more about them at the back. And then 2 more paintbrushes. More standard ones, but again by the same company, Army Painter. And oh, okay, cool. So we got a color paint guide. A thank you. Smashed, missing, ice and broken. Oh, okay, cool. So this is like, if you order from them, they send you a little thank you and like, hey, if you've got a problem, here's how to contact us. And again, hobby products. So this is gonna be their catalogue, which it is. But cool stuff. Cool stuff. I might actually look at their website, because if you're gonna be having stuff, it's always nice to have compatible products. And I don't know, maybe, like I said, Warhammer's across the road, but if these guys end up being a little bit cheaper, then, you know, I paid for this with bonus money I had for being a cat. Again, video down in the description. Buying more stuff, it will add up. So yeah, if there's stuff on their website. But again, Hobbycraft actually have a big they do have a mini modelling set. I think again, I mentioned Hobbycraft in the previous video when I was talking about armature. But yeah, they do have some of this stuff in there. Is that closed? Yeah. Cool. So indulge me for a second while I put this back in here. And slide that in. There's a couple more things at the bottom of the box. Get in there. Ooh. But yeah, as a starter kit, as a starter kit of paints and some brushes and stuff, very cool. And there's, you know, if I looked at the bottom, I would have seen it all together. So there you go. That's that. Couple more items at the bottom here. Big. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Big bit of foam. So, couple of sheets of polystyrene, and then this one's corkboard, which presumably for sticking models in, pieces in, so you've got somewhere secure, so not going to easily knock over to work on. And then obviously, depending on what you're doing, depending on what kind of surface you're going to need, very useful. Like stuff that you wouldn't have thought about if you were making up this kit yourself. And then we have the exclusive, because I bought the big box set, signed. I know these are individually signed because Jazz did a video where he signed them all. But yeah, the Apocalypse Ghost art print, and it is signed by Mr. Brooks himself. So that's very cool. That will be going in my collection with my other art prints, and if I ever have enough room on my walls, to be displayed somewhere. So that is very cool. And yeah, I believe these are exclusive, like the signed versions at the very least are exclusive. You buy the entire box set, like all three together. Very cool. Pop that back in its plastic so it doesn't get ruined. And right at the bottom here, again, this is something I would have thought of buying, but not necessarily with Jazza's face on it. It's a cutting mat with the various measurement styles on it. It's quite a thick one as well. That is a good style cutting mat. Hear that? Hear that? Cutting mat. Awesome. That is so good. Yeah, so this is the one that, again, there's the design of the box, which I believe is also here. So this is the one, when looking at the three together, is the one I'm like, but like I said, I have had a vague interest, you know, academically about miniatures and model painting and stuff. So to have it as a kit that says, here's all the things, they're all together, you've got it all in one go, have at, there's a guidebook, there's videos, yeah, it's cool. And I don't know the individual prices of any of this stuff. I mean, I think these can be 10-20 quid alone. That's good. I can't, again, I paid one price for the whole thing, but I think this one was like on its own was closer to $200 as opposed to, I can't even, because the thing, I don't think they're on the website anymore. So I think it was $100 for the two smaller boxes, and then $100 for the bigger box. I paid $405 total, but that is including shipping. So I did pay a lot, but you know, if you've watched all three videos, and again, I'll link them all below. I'll make it its own playlist. You know, you can see the value. It's there. You know, again, it's like things you wouldn't necessarily have thought of. Like, okay, I probably would have thought of getting super glue, but I wouldn't necessarily have thought about getting Milliput. Like I said, palettes I don't get used, but again, you wouldn't have necessarily thought of having a dedicated palette just for your miniature making. And as I said before, I already have a knife, but again, it's not going to hurt me another one, and this is probably better quality than the one I already have. So yeah, it's like, you want to try a new hobby, and that's the thing, it's like some hobbies do have a barrier to entry. You don't necessarily have to, but you know, anyone can pick up a palette of watercolors, a pad of paper, a couple of brushes, and just start scrawling. And that's great. That's a really low barrier to entry. But something like this that is more involved, you're not going to know where to start. You might say, oh, hey, that kit there, that creature there, that looks kind of cool. Okay, now what do I do with it? So to have everything in one grab and go box, because like I said, it's stuff that you wouldn't necessarily thought of buying because you didn't know to buy. Yeah, no, completely worth the money. Completely worth the money. Alright, so what we got in here? Miniature painting holds a special place in my heart. I did it in my early teens, and not only was it great fun, but it taught me so many techniques for painting and many other mediums that I have used throughout my whole career. Alas, I let go of the hobby for about a decade while focusing on my YouTube career. Now as an adult, I've rediscovered the hobby of miniature painting, and there are so many more things I've learned in the process. But more importantly, I'm having so much fun. Many of you reading this will be trying mini painting for the first time. My advice would be to take it slow and enjoy the process. It takes time. Let it take time. This from the man who likes to dive after a very quick dabble. And a kinesthetic learner. I'm an impatient guy. I tend to rush my art. Okay, fair enough. But I think there's something innately calming and satisfying about mini painting and diorama building if you can be patient with yourself. Focus on one thing at a time, and after you complete a small section, sit back and enjoy it from a distance. Also, hold on to your first mini. Be proud of it now and enjoy it looking at it later down the line and seeing how much you've learned. Have fun, Jazza. So that's that with a very cool stylized thing. I know that's where I've forward to just a sketch he did. And then again, the Apocalypse Ghost. So we've got the miniatures, additional guides and resources. So yeah, this book contains hints and tips, but if you want to know more, videos available at jazzastudios.com/jazzboxes. Apocalypse Ghost, based on my illustration artwork of the same name, this high quality display mini will remain an exclusive collector's item for this box. So you cannot buy this anywhere else. Jazza Strikers, a hand-picked mix of some of the coolest mini bits from the Puppets War website, as well as exclusive Jazza head. If you paint my head and do something cool or amusing with it, make sure to share it on social media using hashtag JazzaBoxes. I can't wait to see what kind of weird and wonderful scenes you put me in. Cutting mat, wet palette, yep. Keeps your paint wet longer, blah, 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 millipart. So that's the list of goodies. A little bit more on the paint kit total here. And then assembly guides, base coats, using the wet palette. So yeah, as I said, make it, prep it, make it moist, even it out. Okay, so it's a little bigger than the thing. Yeah, so that's how to use that. Little tricks, tinting your paints, caring for brushes. It's all about the tip. Painted thumbs. It looks strange, but also so useful. Testing paint on your thumb helps with a few things. You can test the paint's thickness and opacity. You can avoid putting down too much paint too quickly by putting that first unpredictable glob on your thumb. Most importantly, you can pull the paint towards the tip of your brush, making sure the very tip of your brush will paint effectively, and you will have a refined shape of the bristles moments before they need to be in the best shape. Also, it's super close to the mini you're holding. Yeah, using your thumb as a mini palette. Who'd have thought? Layering, painting details, and again, yes, the Jazza head is what we have. Painting with stability, so how to like best, you know, not knock yourself over. Basing, so the cool bits and pieces we got to add flavour. Dioramas, so yeah, basically model making, which is something I never really got into. We don't do dioramas in the UK, like in schools and stuff. Blocking out the scene. Oh, okay. Oh, I think that's what the foam's for. I think that's because it's cutting up some polystyrene there. I'd still probably use it for a base to keep things on, because diorama building is not something I'm confident with at this moment. But okay, that's what the polystyrene's for. Making ground coverings, so yeah, that's what that is all about. Applying ground coverings and advanced techniques, so like shading and stuff. And more resources. So there you are. There is Jazza's Mega Minis box. What do you think? Do you think it was worth the money? Do you think I should have spent my voiceover money on something else? Do you think I'll actually do anything with these? Oh, I knew there's something missing in here. Yeah, I honestly think this is really good. Like I said, this was the one box I was like, I don't know, because it's not something I do. But the idea of like having it all and like having seen that model and already knowing it was an exclusive and the art print and everything, it's like, it would be kind of cool. It would be kind of fun to learn. It is something I've had a vague interest in passing. And you know, once, you know, even if I only make the models in this box initially, that's still something that I've made that I can display and have up and be cool. And you know, I'll still use the acrylic paints. I'll still make use of the other tools and stuff. So yeah, no, I on reflection, I'm glad I opted for the big box and have all of the things instead of just a couple of the things. So yeah, this has been a long day. I've been recording now for over an hour and a half. Took a couple of breaks in between videos, but basically, yeah, I've been recording for an hour and a half. My throat's killing me. My tea has gone cold. Yep, my tea has gone cold, and I have actually put dinner on in the meantime. Don't worry, I've still got time on the clock. But yeah, this has been a long afternoon. I need a nap. So yeah, like I said, I'll probably release these on a weekly basis. This is the third part. Links for the other videos will be down below. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you are new here, please feel free to look around and stay, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. And hopefully you'll find something else you like. And just noticed that something's moved, which means my partner used it. Never mind, doesn't matter. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the series of videos. And obviously when I create and do anything with these, I'll either post here and talk about them, or I'll post pictures on my Twitter. My link tree is down below. Yeah, so I'm waffling now. I'm gonna bugger off. So yeah, I've been Michelle. You've been listening. This has been fun. I'll catch you later. Bye.